Hello everybody, Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Pat Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. Bitcoin update. Bitcoin rotated back up here, gave you another potential entry here, another really nice potential entry here with a strong rotation up. And look, 78.12 was our level. 78.12.90 was hit. So that's the way it is. Now we have a sloppy double top here. If we do get a closer extended move below about 76.20, let's give you the exact price, 76.30. Then I'm just going to watch for the bigger pullback, which is not a big double, so it's essentially to the prior breakout zone and the rising 20. So that should not be a shock if it does pull back there, 75.25. So that's the next level on a pullback on the 4-hour chart. If we do get through that and have the bigger pullback, now the prior major support level right in here, right below 7,300, rising 50, that's the next level we'll be watching for a bigger pullback and a rotation back up. Other levels still in play. Next major cluster, 79.26 to 79.40 and 81.67. Hope you guys see how beneficial these levels are, because if you did get in, at least it's a move up the stop if we hit here, or maybe you take some off and move up your stop. Whatever your game plan is, just showing you how we do our levels, so at least you can take an action. Now remember, I said if we get the bigger pullback right around the 70, just below 7,300, that's also where the rising 8 is, so that is a very key area. All right, if we were to crash through there for some reason, I use the term crash, I mean to pull back through there, then the next level to watch for, should we have a even bigger pullback for another still buying opportunity, because we have the rotation zone in our favor on the 4-hour and on the daily, is 69.61, where we have the rising 50, the rising 21, and the 37.5 from this old high percent gain level. I'm not going to update that just yet until I see how it pulls back. That's the key level to really watch for on the daily if we do get below the 8. Switching over to Monero. So Monero, we had it hold pretty much at our key 128 level multiple times. I'm just going to drag this down out of the way now for the next levels. If this does not hold, because this is a very strong line in the sand, 127 is a very strong line in the sand. If we get below that, watch for 124 and then 121.30. Now we spiked up to a key cluster here. How did we get that cluster? From this key low back on the 20th of July to this pausing bar high on the 23rd. You can say, well, it was one pausing bar high. Why do we use that? Look at the 1 hour. Really nice spike up back to the rotation zone and then rotating back up strongly. That's when we do sometimes use the 1 hour. So that gave us 141.86 minor level, major cluster area 143.46 area 142 to 143.50. Our high, I don't even know what it is, was what, I can't even read that, 143.40. Hold on, it was 143.44. So that's close enough to call it in the books. It could not sustain that. Again, falling back. The first level support now we're watching is this prior breakout area right in here between about 133 to 132 to see if it can hold there and rotate back up. If not, we'll be watching for a complete pullback. Let me give you the bigger picture after I move this up to the next levels. If we do rotate back up, minor level 145.50, major 147.54, which takes us to this prior major resistance area that people were selling into, and then we got the sell-off. Let's switch over to that daily though. Show you why. See right here, this is a major line in the sand that if we break below, I'm going to be watching, especially for the potential return to this major support area right around 121. Again, selling's coming in up here. You can see over here, all the sellers came in. It finally popped through there, then the sellers brought it back down. Now it ran up even above the 50-day for a bit. Sellers coming in, pushing it back down. So it has to get some kind of sustained move. That's why on these run-ups, at least move up your stop if you're doing some aggressive buying in here, and make sure that if it does turn lower, you're not caught holding a position you don't necessarily want, especially if we break below this key. This would be a major line in the sand, this 120 area. If we break below that, will not be strong for Monero, so keep that in mind. All the other levels are still in play. This is just in a major consolidation pattern it has to get out of, which is an obvious statement, but there's nothing to be super aggressive with until it can get out of this because every time we get up to the higher end, we keep getting the sellers in. So just keep that in mind. If you're doing aggressive entries, then at least use these levels to move your stops up. I can't stress that enough. That's what we have for you on Bitcoin and Monero, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.